sani uma usenza uthi inkosi yenkantolo ziningi istatement engizenzile futhi kuzawufuneka ukuthi ngifunde lesi statement ngoba kuningi okwacelwa abameli uma sikhuluma ukuthi ngisenze nyakenye ngo-October kuzawufuneka ukuthi ngifunde ukuze ngizokwazi ukuthi bekade kufunwani ngaleso sikhathi.
Is it also correct, Brigadier, that when you met accused number 2 on the 18th of June 2020, there is an information that he gave you?
With regard to this matter and its involvement, that is correct, my lord.
Iqiniso ukuthi uma uhlangana naye ummangalelo wesibini kunokunye owakutshela kona ngaleli cala uthi yebo iqiniso.
When you met him on the 18th of June 2020, did you record that information anywhere?
Yes, I think I made a diary, my lord, which I've made copies for the defense after they perused the original diary, and they have the copies. So it's I would have summarized it in my diary, my lord. Defense is the copy of my diary.
Kukhona la wabhala khona lento bekade ummangalelwa ezikhuluma uthi yebo kukhona futhi nani ningabameli ngani nika lawo maphepha lawo abuya kwi-diary yami la bengikade ngibhala khona.
What's the problem now?
I'm just reading on the 18th.
The what?
I was just going through the 18th in the diary to see whether it tallies with further
You haven't read
questions.
that statement, in other words.
I've read the statement.
So, what's your problem? If you've read it,
I've read the
you know the
statement.
contents.
Yes. During the interview that you had, Brigadier, with accused number 2, did he mention any other persons who were involved in the commission of the offense?
Mr. Mgomezulu, are you listening to the questioning? On behalf of your client.
May I request my colleague to withdraw the question?
Yeah, because
That's for the main
I don't know.
charges.
If this witness answers that question, it's only fair for the court to refer to Mr. Mgomezulu to say what is his view or comment about the meritocracy of this question.
That's correct.
May I rephrase the question, madam?
Okay.
When you were interviewing accused number 2 on the 18th of June 2020, Brigadier, did you, other than recording in the diary, did you record anywhere? It could be in the form of a statement.
Yes, I think some of the statements, the two that I've read, my lord, when I applied prior to the applications, also a summary of my investigation and what transpired. So there are a number of statements, including the memorandum to the DPP prior to them being indicted. Also, it has all those recordings. So it's a number of entries, my lord, that would have been made. And I think also the SAP5 investigation diary. So there were a few instances where I documented what transpired.
Uma ukhuluma naye ummangalelwa wesibini kukhona futhi ngaphandle kwedayari kukhona futhi la uye wabhala khona uthi yebo kune-statement eziningi ezihlukile ekuthi ngibhalile kuzo nencwadi engayithumela kubashushisi nayo ngabhala kuyo izinto eziningi ngaphambi kokuthi abamangalelwa abashushiswe.
Brigadier, is it correct that on the 6th of July 2020, you met accused number 4 in this case? At Louis prison?
Yes, that's correct. Accused number?
Number 4.
Just a
At
moment.
Louis prison?
Iqiniso ukuthi ngeyi-6
Correct.
July
Correct, my lord.
uye wahlangana nommangalelwa wesine ejele eLowcop uthi yebo iqiniso.
Is it correct, Brigadier, that according to you, when you met accused number 4 on the 6th of July 2020, you used the warning statement form?
I did interview him, my lord. If the court can just bear with me, let me just check if the date of the suits matches that. The court can just bear with me.
Iqiniso ukuthi uye wasebenzisa leli form elisetshenziswayo uma abantu bexwayiswa ngamalungelo wabo ngaphambi kokuthi bazohlonywa imibuzo uthi ithi ngibheke ngaphambi kokuthi ngiphendule Nkosi yenkantolo.
My lord, I don't have the warning statement. Perhaps if I can assist it, the document counsel is referring to.
But
I'm trying to look on my-
you confirm, Brigadier, that you use the statement regarding interview with suspect on that day. That is the 6th of
Yes,
July
I do
2020.
confirm, but I don't have one, but I do know that at some stage, my lord, I interviewed him and took a warning statement from accused number 4. I'm not sure.
Ukuthi ngathatha istatement kuye noma ngambuza imibuzo bengikade ngisebenzise sona leso statement.
Brigadier, if you felt it proper or it was proper for you to use the statement regarding interview with suspect form regarding the interview that you had with accused number 4, why then you did not use this form when you met accused number 2 on the 18th of June 2020?
My lord, when accused 2 was approached, the evidence that I had on him was not the same as the one that I had on accused 4 when I approached him later. So there was a part of the situation. What we had on accused 2 at the time, and I did indicate in the court, there was a statement where 1 and 2 were implicated as the people who were involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. Subsequent to obtaining those confessions that occurred in May and June, corroborating evidence was obtained. So by the time I got to accuse your client, there was more evidence that points to him. So the purpose of the interview was not so much as to, one knew that at the end of the day a presentation will be made to the DPP and a decision will have to be made.
Manje ke njengoba uthi usebenzise istatement lesi kummangalo lo wesibili kungani ungazange usebenzise kummangalo lo wesibili uthi kuhlukile ngalesikhathi ngiyohlangana nommangalo lo wesibili bese senginolwazi ukuthi ubandakanyeka kuleli cala lika lokubulawa kukaSenzo Meyiwa futhi bengazi nokuthi kuzawuhluka ngoba yobuza ummangalo lo wesine lo bekade ngiyombuza kona kuhluke naloku bekade ngiyobuza ummangalo lo wesine ingakho ngingazange ngisebenzise lezo statement.
The statement that I've referred to, the one that you made, Brigadier, on the 15th of October, consists of about the important part, about 4 pages. So, Brigadier, how would you remember word for word what the accused, that is accused number 1 and 2, told you, which made you to document in the statement, if you did not document what accused number 2 said in the interview that you had with him on the 18th of June 2020?
No, my lord, I indicated one that I documented on my diary, summary. Subsequent to that, the confession, my lord, was made on the 19th, the following day, which was then made available to me as the investigating officer a day or 2 days later. When it was made to me, you read that context. Subsequent to that, my lord, a number of statements were made up to the time when I made a memorandum to the DPP, basically singing the same tune, so to say, my lord, of what was said. You know, you keep on repeating the same thing because you're presenting your case to someone who doesn't know. Subsequent to the memorandum and the issue of the indictment, I also had to make another statement to the court, my lord, when I was applying for the warrant of arrest, also stating the same thing. So in 2023, when I was asked this, it wasn't that I was making it from isolation, my lord. There was documentary evidence that I was referring to. So I didn't just sit and apply my mind as to what happened and try to remember, there were documents, entries that were made, memorandum, investigation diaries. So that's how the statement of 2023 was made, my lord.
Manje ukhumbule kanjani njengoba wenze lesi statement nyakenye izinto ekuthi awuzange uzibhale ngo-2020 uthi cha ngiye ngabhala Nkosi yenkantolo la ukuthi bengikade ngibhala ngamafuphi kwi-diary yami futhi ngelanga elilandelelayo kula ukuthi ummangalelo wesibini ubekade esekegunyulukile nganikwa leyo ncwadi leyo ngayifunda futhi ithema kwenzwa lesi sicelo ukuthi ngibhale lesi statement kula ukuthi nakhona bengikade ngibhala ngilibele ngikhumbula nalezi zinto ukuthi bengikade ngizifundile nezinto ebekade engitshele zona nezinto ebekade ngizibhale phansi ingakho ngicine seyikuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngibhale lesi statement.
The entry in there on the 18th of June 2020, was it recorded in your own handwriting, Brigadier?
I will not know. I'll have to check, my lord. But there will be an entry, be it mine or one of the investigation members. But there should be one, my lord.
Into ebhalwe kwi-diary nge-18 zika June 2020 ibhalwe ngesandla sakho uthi ngeke ngikwazi lokho kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi kwaye kubhaliwe ngahle kubhale mina noma omunye wabaphenyi bakuleli cala.
May I hand the copies of the diary to the Brigadier? My God, thank you. May I hand the copies of the diary to the Brigadier? Just one, I'm concentrating on one question on the 18th, whether that entry on the 18th was recorded in his handwriting. The entry on the 18th of June 2020.
Yeah, where's the diary? Copy of the diary.
You don't have the diary?
I do have.
Okay.
Want me to refer to it?
Yes.
Before you do that, Mr. Ngomalo, what is this cross-examination about? Is it a contention that your client signed a statement, which Brigadier Gninda calls a warning statement?
No, my lord, it's clarity-seeking questions.
No, just listen to the question.
Yes.
Are you sporting a rebuttal of the fact that your client never signed a warning statement which was made before, which was allegedly made by your client before Brigadier Gninda? What is it about?
The question regarding the warning statement, my lord, was that according to the Brigadier, when he met accused number 4, on the 6th of July 2020, there was a warning statement according to him that was completed. So,
by your client?
Yes, that was completed. There was a warning statement that was completed. So the crux of the question is that when he was able to interview accused number 4 using the warning statement form, why he did not use that form, that is the warning statement form, when he interviewed accused number 2 on the 18th of June 2020. Basically, that is the question that I'm asking the Brigadier.
No, you're talking at cross purposes. Did your client make a warning statement? This is a trial within a trial. It's not, we're not exploring the general proof of evidence which the onus rests on the state regarding those facts in proving beyond reasonable doubt that your clients, the accused,
Yes.
have committed the alleged crimes they are allegedly charged for. Are you with me?
Yes.
This part of the trial is a trial within a trial to explore the admissibility of the confessions made or even the warning statements, because you remember you, Mr. Mnisi, and I think Mr. Mshololo took a point that you're disputing the admissibility of those warning statements. Am I still remembering it correct?
That is so, but immediately let us clarify that issue.
Yeah.
In the middle of it all, then the state came back and said it no longer intends to prove those statements. So it no longer intends to prove anything against this accused. I mean, against accused number 3, 4, 5
Yeah,
in
fine.
this trial within a trial.
Yeah, I remember that. But the
Yes.
point is, can the state use those warning statements subsequent?
It can't, my lord, because it did not prove them. It did not prove them to be admissible. It can't. If the state would have
No, no,
wanted to
fine.
use those statements, this is the process
Yeah.
that it should also have embarked upon to prove those statements against our client. But now that the state emphatically indicated that we no longer wish to prove those statements against accused number 3, 4, 5.
That's it.
it
I
means
remember
the issue
that.
fell off, yes. So I'm not so sure what is happening now, but that
No,
is
but it's your client, it's your
that's
colleague now.
Yes.
I'm not.
Wait, let's just put this to rest. Mr. Baloyi, you know as a senior counsel that you should have argued that you are not continuing with an application to show that the warning statements which are allegedly signed by accused 3, 4, 5 are going to be tendered as having been voluntarily made without any coercion, etc.
On my colleagues off
Yeah,
record,
no, I'm aware of it.
also on record.
But you never made an application to abandon that. An indication, wait, by my former colleague, Salduka,
Yes.
Gamma versus State. You remember? State versus Gamma.
Yes, that one says if the state is
Yes.
going to lead evidence on confessions, it must signal its intention and forewarn the court.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I'm still there.
Yes.
You did say we intend using those 3 warning statements.
statements,
Subsequently,
Yes.
you said it use.
Yes.
You said that.
No, what we said, my lord, is that we are no longer going to, well, I said it in a form of a jest. I said it's,
Yes,
it's
I
a
heard
Christmas present.
Yes.
But I then formally put it on record that
Okay.
we're no longer going to lead evidence on warning statement. Hence, we did not lead Brigadier Gininda on those warning statements.
That's it. Quite.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Ngomalo, you know the consequences of eliciting hearsay evidence.
My lord, I haven't elicited what is contained in the warning statement form.
Hello?
I have not elicited what is contained in the warning statement form in any way.
So what are you talking about?
the
If you're not eliciting anything that is contained in the warning statement, what is this cross-examination about?
My cross-examination, my lord, was based on the issue that the brigadier did use, according to him, a warning statement form on.
Any further questions then?
Details the issue that he was followed, his alibi was false, he was won according to his rights. He absconded from work from the 25th according to what we from 178, 179.
Kubhalwe ngesandla sakho na izinto ezenzakele uma ummangalelwa ezebe ehlonywa imibuzo ummangalelwa esibini uthi akubhalanga isandla sami kodwa yimina ongasayinda futhi ummeli uma efuna ukwazi lokho abheke ku C178 ukuya ku C180 ngoba izinto eziningi la ukuthi besikade silandelela ummangalelwa kwafika nala ezochaza ukuthi wayekade semsebenzini kwabhalwa ukuthi wayekade engekho futhi kwalandelelwa izinto eziningi ezibhaliwe laphayana manje ummeli akafundeke kusuka ku C178 ukuya ku C180.
And lastly, my lord, the issue of the warning statement, it was taken on accused number 2 at a later stage. That was the first encounter on the 18th of June when he was interviewed. But subsequently, before he appeared in court, there was a formal warning statement that was taken from him, my lord.
Futhi ke leso statement eukhuluma ngaso sathathwa ngemva kwesikhathi kummangalelo wesibini ngaphambi kokuthi avele enkantolo okokuqala.
Brigadier, on the 19th of June 2020, you told the court that you made arrangements that accused number 2 must be taken to Colonel Rapad.
Yes, but on the 19th, he went to Colonel Rapadi in Morocco, my lord. That's correct.
Uthe nge-19 zikaJuni uye wena wayenza ukuthi
No, there was none.
kunohlelo la wena uye walenza ukuthi ummangalelo wesibini ayiswe kumantshi.
Brigadier, are there any arrangements pre and post?
First confession happened on the 19th
Yes.
of June 2020. The dental examination happened on the 22nd of June. That was the day of his first appearance in Phuket. Subsequent to the first appearance, then he went for dental examination. Yes, I made those arrangements. Then the second confession,
Ummangalelwa ayo 19 yena ke ummangalelwa wayisiwa kudokotela nge-22 zikaJune bese.
Sorry, just to recap before you answer. So you're saying the first confession was on the 19th?
19th of June.
Who was in charge of that process?
It's Lieutenant Colonel Rapadi, my lord.
Rapari, and then who
Yes.
was in charge of the one on the 24th?
Mrs. Gronye, the magistrate in Boxburg.
Okay,
Magistrate
Gronye.
Court.
Okay, fine, yeah.
Manje uthe ukugunyuluka kokuqala kwenzakele nge-19 ubani umuntu obekade ebhala noma obekade nommangalelwa uthi uKolonel Rapadi le eyesibini i-confession ummangalelwa uyenze phambi komantshi uKronye.
Brigadier, I mean transported to the district sergeant.
Sorry, dental doctor who examined him and then subsequently issued, and that document.
Kula ukhona la ukuthi uke wayisiwa kudokotela obekade enazo imfundo zokuthi udokotela wamazinyo yena.
Thank you, Brigadier. Thank you, my lord. I have no further questions.
Thank you. Ms. Mishoran?
This is my lord, I will ask for a short an adjournment, of which I don't know whether it's a short one, my lord. The reason is that, firstly, I have been given the transcript this morning for the 27th of November. Yesterday, I only received the transcript for the 27th of October. So I still need to go through them and confirm the line of my questions with my learned friends for accused 1 and 2. And then secondly, the other list of the questions I had outside the transcript, my lord, I need to confirm them first with the clients, which is accused number 1 and 2, my lord. I'm begging leave,
So,
my lord.
yeah, fine. How long
Yes.
should we adjourn, Mr. Barry?
My lord, maybe if we can adjourn until 2, because it's after 11 now.
Until?
2 o'clock.
No. We adjourn up to 12 o'clock. Okay.
It's after 11 now, my lord.
Yeah, what the time? After 11 means anything. What's after 11? 5 past 11? 10 past 11?
It's 20 past, my lord. 20 past. 20 past. So if we adjourn until 2, I will have time to read the transcript first and then consult on the questions, my lord.
Okay. Let's come back at 2 then.
Thank you, my lord.
Uzobuya ngo-2